Good evening. We're doing desserts. It's a subscriber only class, so only subscribers are going to get to chat. Everybody else gets to watch. Subscribers get to chat, and they get to hi Mildred, and they get to get the recipes. But everybody else is welcome to watch. So tonight, my name's Chef Liz. If you've not been here before, hi, thank you for my heart. And we are baking tonight, and I thought it would be kind of fun. I changed it around. We're doing some different stuff than I thought yesterday morning. We're gonna make, I found all my mama's old, look at these old, aren't they great? These old recipes from grandma and auntie and everybody. I'm so excited. Hold on, let me fix the mirror before everybody has a fit. Okay, we're back. And then we're gonna make, I thought it would be fun to make Italian Easter cookies and the Greek Easter cookies. And we're gonna make Irish soda bread because it's St. Patrick's Day. And then if we have time, I'm gonna make a cheesecake. I don't know how we're gonna get it all done. Look at this old recipe. This was written. Is that unbelievable? I just love it. I have to preserve this. Somehow you have to preserve that. And then if I have time, I'm gonna make cheesecake. And then if I have more time, we're gonna make caramel. If we don't, we'll just keep going till next week. So let's see, Irish soda bread. Let's do that first. So, oh no, first we're gonna make the crumb for, hi Cheryl, how are you? Welcome, welcome. So I told all the people that are watching, you know, tonight is subscriber only, but I know it's nice to be home. My dogs are driving me crazy already. Tonight we're gonna do, I thought I was gonna do other things, and then when I was looking through all of my recipes that I had, I did find the Irish soda bread from my my little sister Eugene. Thank you for my heart. CK, thank you. And so we're gonna do the Irish soda bread because it's the holiday. And then I found all my Easter cookie recipes. So we're gonna make Irish soda bread, korabites, which is the Greek Easter and Christmas, depends on the holiday, is the shape. And then we're gonna do Italian Easter cookies, which are delicious. So we're gonna do both, all three of those holiday cookies. If we have time, we're gonna make cheesecake. We might not see the finished product of the cheesecake. I can show it to you on when we get together on a Wednesday morning, but let's see what happens. All right, so let's get moving. All right, so first, since I have this here, I'm gonna melt some butter and we're gonna make the, can you see the, let me turn you this way a little bit. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll bring it closer to you. Oh, there we go. I know, it's fun to be back. I was like, oh, I'm cooking today. I'm cooking today. All right, so I've been up since, I think about 3:30, and we went to bed around, I don't even know, very late. So I'm a little tired, but we'll see how long I have. We'll see how we do. All right, so we're gonna melt some butter because we're gonna make the crust of the cheesecake. Hi, Sarah. So, and then for everybody that's out there, we are gonna have, it's like subscriber only night. So I have everybody able to come and see what's happening. And then, but only my subscribers can yap today, can chat and get the recipes. So it's up to my subscribers whether or not I can turn the chat on. Hi, thank you so much. Thank you. Hi, Luann. Thanks for the confetti, CK. That was so nice. All right, so I'm gonna melt some butter, and then we're gonna blend. We're gonna melt that very low, and then we're gonna we're gonna smash up our graham crackers and make the crust for the cheesecake. Hi, you just stepped in. So nice to see you. We just got started. We're making desserts. That was the vote on yesterday morning to make dessert today. So today we're making Irish soda bread, cheesecake, 2 Easter cookies, and if we have time, we'll finish the cheesecake. And the problem with making the cheesecake is it needs to be in a water bath, and if I bake cookies with it, I don't know how that's going to make the cookies, how that's going to work with the cookies having all that moisture in the oven. So we're going to have to play it by ear. We'll see how it goes. All right, so for the crust of the cheesecake, you do need a springform pan for a cheesecake. One of these days, too, we'll make the ricotta cheesecake. Love, but your kitchen is absolutely stunning. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate that. Maybe I don't have the chat. Maybe I do have the chat on. I'm so bad. Sorry. Okay, so just my subscribers get the recipes, but I think everybody can chat at this point, right? So, and subscribers, if you want me to shut that off, I will. Thank you for my heart. Hi, Kimye. Thank you for the heart. Hi, Donna. Good evening. Hi, Chef. Hi, Kimye. All right, so we're making Irish soda bread. I found the recipe from Sister Eugene. It's so cute. I have the envelope it was in and everything. So it's here. We're gonna make that tonight. And we're gonna make the we're making Italian Easter cookies, cheesecake, and Greek Easter cookies, because I thought that would be fun. Thank you, Tracy. I know, it's so cute, right? Were you on, Sarah, yesterday when I was telling the story? So years ago when I was cooking, when I had my shop, on Wednesdays, they needed somebody to cook for the nuns because there's a convent in Yonkers. And I think even Pope John Paul was there. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, butter's melted. Somebody asked me, they knew that I was cooking, and I said, sure, I'll come on a Wednesday and cook for the nuns. And they'd give me a recipe, buy the food, and then I'd have to, oh, you're welcome. We always have a cozy, friendly vibe here all the time. This is our subscriber only night, so only my subscribers will get the recipes, but everybody else is welcome. And yes, thank you for sharing the live, Lady D. I really appreciate that. Thank you for my roses, gal. Welcome all. You want to subscribe? Thank you, Robin. All right, so let me just blend this a little bit. Can you guys see it? Yes. So we're gonna blend this to make our crust. Now, if you like, I don't know how many people like this, but this is an optional ingredient. You can use our Christmas in a Cup cinnamon, Vietnamese cinnamon. Hi, Sunflower. Welcome. Welcome. So you can either add cinnamon to your crust or you don't have to. But we're gonna add a little bit of cinnamon today just because I'm showing you can. And then we're gonna add some sugar, just a little bit of sugar to the crust. You don't need a lot. You know, I find that cheesecakes don't have to be super sweet to be yummy, you know? Oh good, we have an 1/8 of a cup. We're gonna need that. All right. So we're just gonna add about a little bit less than a tablespoon of sugar in here for the crust. So the recipes you're learning tonight, these are all recipes that have been around my family for a very long time. Oh, so the nuns. So I went to the nuns, and during St. Patrick's Day, one of the little nuns, Sister Eugene, came to me and said, my family has a recipe that's been passed down for generations, and I want you to have it, and it's for Irish soda bread. So she gave it to me. So I'm passing it to my subscribers because I'm sure Sister Eugene is not with us anymore. This was back in the late 90s, and she was probably about 80 when she handed me that. Thank you for my body goals! And then, yes, I'm gonna email the recipes. So my subscribers, make sure you have sent your recipes. Send your email. Oh, yeah. All right. And then we're gonna add the butter. And this is what binds the crust together in the cheesecake. All right. Then we're just gonna pulse that so it kind of makes a dough. Well, I don't really have a pulse, but that's And that's it. I could have a little more butter. Let's add a little more butter. You guys missed your team. I don't even know what you did, but you've already done something, like done the whole first level of the team. I'm not really sure what any of that means, but yay! All right, hold on. Let's get some more. I'm gonna melt the rest of this butter. So that's like 3 tablespoons of butter. So you're gonna get all these recipes. And then look, these were written, maybe I should just, these were written by, hi Classy, it's nice to see you. These were written by, this one was written by my Thea Vasila, our Greek neighbors. And this recipe, I believe, was written by my mom from my grandmother. Look at that. I mean, this recipe's been used. I should really make a copy because it's kind of getting a little messy. And then, wait, oh, here's another one. Look at this. This is butter cookies from Grandma. I know, right? And it's in cursive, too. Nobody does that anymore. Maybe I'll send you guys I'll scan them in and send them to you like this. That'll be kind of fun. But remember, they're just for you. You can't pass them down. All right, here we go. A little more butter. We don't need that blob. I think that might do it. Let's see. Now, if you want this to be gluten-free, you can make this gluten-free by they have gluten-free graham crackers, or you can make like a gluten-free oat crust. I know, right? And I use them the most, and they're all worn out. Yeah, we have to make copies for sure. I want to be able to hand these down to my daughter, and it makes them so nice. Okay, springform pan. You guys all know that, right? When you make a cheesecake, you need the springform pan. Hey, JC, it's so nice to see you. So we're going to put that together. Now, for me, I will tell you, I am always sketchy about non-stick pans. I'm not really a fan of them because if they get scratched, there's not much you can do with them. Hello, doggy. Go away. You cannot have food tonight. You ate enough. So this is what I normally do. I take this and I sort of create a little band. And then then I just put a little oil around the pan and we put the strip in. So I'll show you. Hi, Marina. Nice to see everybody. We're making desserts today. Yay! And then, it's interesting that we're making desserts on the week of our kitchen pharmacy class. That's going to be all about blood sugar support. So after you guys are all sugared up, we are going to do how do you heal your blood sugar issues. That's kind of weird, but it'll work out. And it's the holiday season again, so we need to have, here's my brush. We need to have some fun desserts. So I'm just putting a little bit of oil on the pan. I don't like the spray oils. I think I finally found one that doesn't have, it's in the kitchen, so I'll show you that. Good evening. Hi, Patricia. Hello, Marina. I love the rainbow. That's so cute. All right, so I'm just kind of putting a little bit of oil on the side, and then I'm adding this little band around so my cheesecake does not stick, because that is just a big pain in the neck when you try and pop it out. Bridge, yes, same as TikTok. I'm not sure what that means, but I can't get to you guys to scroll. Oh, we're doing cheesecake? We are. We're starting cheesecake. We're going to make... So my problem making cheesecake tonight is that we're going to bake some cookies. And if I bake cookies, I can't put the water bath in for the cheesecake. No, I'll be back. I haven't been at work. I was off this past week. So I was doing lives from Florida. So I haven't been back yet. I'm back tomorrow, and our first live in the kitchen will be this Friday. I'll be doing fish for Lent. And I am going to start doing lives on my... Oh, hold on. My doggy's stuck in the pantry. Come here. How do you get in here? I never noticed you going in there. All right. Little doggy was stuck in the pantry. Yeah, so I know everybody's been asking me that. I was away, so I did all my lives in Florida. We went shopping at Sprouts. We did all those kinds of things. And I'll be back this coming Friday. So we'll be back. All right, so now we're just gonna press this down so that it's kind of tight. And see with the butter, can you guys see that? Hi, Kendi, thank you. How was your trip? I missed your Florida lives. I was on all week, but just chatting. We were doing like mushroom coffee time. It was fun. I think it was fun. And then we went shopping. I already posted that on YouTube, so you can see my shopping video at Sprouts. I never went to a Sprouts. I found out about Sprouts through you guys because there's none in the Northeast that I know of. Certainly not in New York. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to mix this. Let's just mix this, get it out of the way, but then we're going to wait to bake it. It'll be the last thing we did. Hi, Brenda. We just started. I'm actually on time tonight by I think I was late by 3 minutes, so, which is not normal for me. I'm usually late. Hold on. Okay. Let me move this over because we're not going to need this again. Okay. Now, let's mix I'll mix the cheesecake with you so that you can see how it mixes. And then we'll do the cookies. And then I think we'll have time to bake the cake. Hello, Miss Copper Queen. How are you today? Sprouts is slowly coming to the East Coast. One is being built in Woodbridge, New Jersey. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I think they're going to give Whole Foods a run for their money, I think. But I also was a little bit, I thought it was a good store. I really did. I would give that store an A-. There was two things that bugged me. One thing that bothered me was they had candy there that had red dye, number 40, and yellow dye in it, which I didn't like. Woodbridge, oh, that's awesome. Well, you're going to be very in luck. And then the other thing I found odd was in their fish department, they had this giant sign that said they are the local, your go-to local place for what do you call it? Fish. Local Florida fish. Hello, Brenda. And all their fish was from all over the world. So I thought that was a little funky. Other than that, I think the store is wonderful. I thought their freezer section was fabulous. It was really, really, I loved it. Well, I don't know about Liars, and maybe it's not the season, maybe because it's winter. I don't really understand that. They did have USA fish there, and I think if it came from, either the Gulf Coast or down high, Atlanta, down the Atlantic Ocean, I would have thought that would have been great. Yeah, it was a great store, though. I have to say, other than that, I really liked it. Their prices were pretty fair. I thought it was interesting. Sheila, I think for the most part, we have to do our own research, and we have to read labels and really know. Hi, loves, Luna. I wouldn't say I wouldn't trust those stores. I think they do a very good job, but I also think we have to do our own research, and that's where I come in. I'm trying to teach people here all the knowledge that I have learned over 40 years of being in the organic food industry, and I really try very hard to make sure that you have good information. In Maryland, huh? Oh, they're on their way north. Well, I saw that they have 233 stores, I think, in 28 states. Yeah, Costco next to me. Yeah, exactly. That's why you want to move in with me. You're cute. Thank you, EXO, for my heart. Dude, Chico's and Uncle Giuseppe's are great stores, but they don't have like clean food. I wish they would do a better job sourcing food, because there's great, like in Uncle Giuseppe's, there's great Italian food that you can buy that's imported, that's certified organic, fresh, made pastas and stuff. And I wish grocery stores would do more of that. You don't like the Chico's meat? It's not that I don't like it. It's not about that. I'm sure they have good meat there. I can't speak for that because I wouldn't buy meat from there, because I have a specific, criteria of what kind of meat I'm going to buy. And they don't fall in that. They don't fall in that space for me. So no, I would not buy meat from there, but I'm not telling you not to. I'm saying, like, if I was gonna buy meat, I like to buy meat that's grass finished, 100% grass finished, and certified genetically modified free. So if you're finishing on grass, most beef, if they are grass finished, they're finished on alfalfa. And quite a few years ago, and I don't remember the exact date, but Monsanto's got alfalfa approved to be genetically modified. So that bothers me. So I want to know that my meat suppliers are not using genetically modified grass to finish on their cattle. So that's where I go. But that doesn't mean to say that you can't choose to, they might have a good quality, meat, but I would ask questions. That's the only way. Is there a great grocery store in Naples that is phenomenal? Is that where you are? No, I'm back in New York. I was down in Tampa. Yeah, I look for grass-finished meats. Now, one of the companies that's great, and they sell a lot of meat, is Thousand Hills. Is a great company. They sell packaged. Joyce Farms, which is down south, and they come up as far as here, but I think you can get them down in a more, in more of the, like a DeChico's sort of upscale grocery store. You can ask for them, hey, do you get Joyce Farms beef? Or you can look on their website and find out where they sell their meats. This springform pan, I think, is about an 8 or 9 inch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's about a 9 inch. I'm making half sizes of everything. This might not be enough to put in this pan, but we're gonna see. We could put a layer of brownie in here, or some caramel, like brownie and caramel. Wouldn't that be fun? I mean, that's a little too decadent for a health food store. So that's what I would say about meats. You want to ask for pork, like Niman Ranch. You could buy Niman Ranch pork, and I'm sure you see that a lot. Du Breton is another Canadian brand of pork that does organic, because now they're injecting pork with the mRNA vaccines. So you got to find pork that's not doing that. Boyden Farm pork. Let's see, Boyden Farms, Niman Ranch, and Du Breton right now are the only ones that I know that are not doing that. That's kind of funny. I love that. All right, so it's magic. Okay, so yeah, the cream cheese is a little cold. I just ran out and went shopping, so I'm gonna beat that up a little bit. So that's like a pound of cream cheese. And then we're gonna add some sour cream to this. I have Nancy's organic sour cream. Thank you for all the taps. Yeah, our goal is to get to 100,000 on every live. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, this is sour cream. Okay. I thought for a second it looked like cottage cheese. I was gonna be like, oh no. All right, let's see. This is 16 ounces, so we're gonna put about half of that in here. I mean, cheesecake is actually very, very easy to make. If you have the right ingredients, it's really easy to make. I think this says a pint. All right, we'll do a whole pint. Why are we separating eggs? Hold on, let me read this for a second. Mix cream cheese, all sugar, mix well. Add egg yolks, lemon juice, and beat egg whites until stiff. Oh, all right, hold on. We should have done that first. See, it's always important to read your recipes first. I haven't made this in so long. And this is Grandma's recipe. It's a little bit different than the recipe I make at work. Hi, Copper. You sent me a heart, me. Thank you. Thank you for my heart. Hi, Naomi. Welcome. All right. What does that say up there? Okay. So we're going to mix this together. Yeah, see, this is so that the cheesecake doesn't crack. Oh, hi, Jennifer. We're baking tonight. So this is, have you ever made zucchini pie? It's really good. Yes. All right, hold on. Let me just tell you, for anybody that's joining us or anybody that's new here, this is our subscriber only night, Monday nights at 7:30. Usually I turn off the comments for non-subscribers, but tonight I forgot to do that, and my subscribers don't care. They like everybody to be here. But we also, all my subscribers, if you're a subscriber, you get the recipes, and I email them to you. So if you want recipes and you want to be part of our fun, do that. And then on Wednesday mornings, we have a kitchen pharmacy class. And this week we're doing all about diabetes and blood sugar issues and sort of healing that right after our dessert class. So that's perfect. And then Friday, we are going to be in my commercial kitchen at work, and I'm going to be cooking fish for Lent. It's going to be early, though. That's 7:30 in the morning. We should do a whole class on zucchini. That's kind of fun. All right, so I'm just getting all of this mixed, and then we're going to add, I don't really want to crack the eggs and separate them and make them fluffy. Hi, all. Sorry, a little late. Jim was a little packed up. Hi, Lisa. Nice to see you. I had to go to prep for these desserts. Thank you. I know my cabinets are really beautiful. They're hickory. I love them. Love them. All right, let me take a sip of water. We'll keep moving. I'm just gonna crack the eggs in. I really just don't feel like whipping them. Now, the reason why you'd whip the egg whites is to make a very, very fluffy cheesecake. I'm doing good, Joni. How are you? But I'm too lazy tonight, and it's gonna take too long. I'm gonna have to clean the bowl and blah, blah, blah. So we're not doing that. I'm just gonna crack the eggs and beat them. I know that's terrible. You subscribe, Bridge? Welcome. Can somebody pin the email? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Can somebody pin my email? Please don't forget to email me. Please, 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 because that's how you, oh, look, there's what? How is there no sugar in the cheesecake? This is a very odd. Why does this look so weird to me? We're going to put a cup, like a quarter cup of sugar in the cheesecake, just a quarter cup. Not a lot. We're just going to put a little bit. We're going to do two things. That's it. That was an eighth. Yes, you're going to eat. I'll usually by Wednesday or Thursday, I get the email out of the week's recipes. So you're in. And also join the Book of Face. Hey, Matt Chef. I'm also joining the Book of Face because that's where all the other recipes are. All right, so I'm going to scrape the side of this bowl. We're baking tonight. So because the cream cheese is so thick and sticky, we want to just scrape the side of the bowl so it keeps getting incorporated with the sour cream. All right, so now we're going to crack the eggs, and I'll separate them here, but I'm not whipping them because I'm just too lazy. I know, right? It's so much easier when you do that. I didn't even know that you were supposed to do that. You guys taught me that. All right, so I'm just separating these egg yolks. So and we'll mix them in, and then we'll whip up the other ones. So you need 6, which is gonna make a very fluffy cheesecake. Like if you want a cheesecake that's super fluffy, definitely beat the egg whites. Yes, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to, make sure you add your TikTok name. It helps me figure out and connect all the dots and who's who. All right, so that was 4 eggs. We need 2 more, or that was 3. These are extra large. These are actually, these are large eggs. Okay, yeah, they're not the jumbos. The other ones were jumbos. Those are really big. If you're cooking with jumbo eggs, sometimes you can do 1 less egg. Makes it much easier. Yeah, now you can say book a face, right, Met Chef? It's easier that way. Oops. All right, that's 3. That's 4. Look at all that egg white. I think we should just whip it all together, but let's see what happens. Hello, sweet chef. Hi, Kath. How are you? Welcome home. I know it's nice to be home. The dogs, I sat on the couch for like an hour, and our little puppies were jumping all over me tonight. They were going nuts. I guess they missed us. Okay, so I'm just gonna mix this. As always, put my eggs together. All right, so I'm gonna mix this. We're gonna beat those eggs in. And then we're gonna mix the egg whites, which I just, now the recipe calls for whipping them. I'm not doing it. I just am not in the mood. But if you want a super fluffy cheesecake, go right ahead and do that. So I'm adding all that in. And then we're gonna add our vanilla and our lemon. It's not a lot of ingredients, and super easy to make cheesecake. You just need a good recipe. All right, so we're going to make, this is a 1/2 tablespoon, which is 1.5 teaspoons, right? Oh, you always put your eggs together? Yeah, I know. I'm kind of being lazy, but I should have read it first. I didn't, which is really important. Okay, I'm putting my lemon juice in, my lemon flavor, and then I'm adding a little bit of vanilla, and we're all in. This is a great recipe though, honestly. Hi, Maya. Doing good, thanks. I'm so glad everybody's here tonight. All right, so now, all right. Anybody get the recipe? Did anybody get the book yet? Have you guys gotten the book yet? I know a bunch of people ordered it, but I wasn't sure if you guys got it yet. A few people got theirs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, you got it, Mildred? Did you like it? Did you make any soup yet? So excited. Yay. No, I didn't know it came out. It's out. You can get it on, where is it? Do I have it here? I don't think I took it out. Hold on, let me see. Oh, here it is. Here's the book. It's out. You can get it on the place we all shop. It's the name of a river. You get yours on Wednesday. I'm so excited. Oh, I hope that you guys enjoy it. I love that. Aren't the pictures pretty? I know you freaked out about that one, but I'm so excited. Yeah, and my friend, she just did such a beautiful job. I mean, doing the photographs. I'm so happy. It's really pretty. Okay, so now, let's see. I think we're in good shape. All right, let's see. This looks good. I'm gonna just whip it a little bit more. All right. And then we're gonna pour it into the, I think it needs a little more sugar. I don't know why. I wonder, we're gonna add a little bit more sugar to that. Oh, there it is. I found it. It's a cup of sugar. I knew there was sugar in that. All right, so we need another 1/2 cup. There we go. So that's a 1/2 and 1/4 is what? That's That's 3/4. All right, so we need 1 more quarter. All right, now it's gonna taste like cheesecake. Can you go over the ingredients of the cheesecake? Yes. So it's got 2 8-ounce packages of cream cheese, a cup of sugar, a pint of sour cream, 6 eggs, vanilla, and lemon juice. I use lemon extract. I like that better. Hi, Sandra. All right, let's see. So now we're gonna pour this baby into our cake pan. And then we're gonna set it aside because it's gonna be the last thing I cook tonight. Because when you make a cheesecake, you need a water bath. And if you don't have a water bath, the cake can tend to crack, and we don't want it to crack. If it does crack, I mean, there's things we can do, like we can put a cherry glaze on it or something like that, but I don't want it to crack. So we're gonna pour it into the pan, and then we're gonna set it aside so we can make our cookies. All right. Yum. I'm so excited. Thanks for my heart, Tiffany. I love that. You know, I found out that 100 hearts are what you need or something. Anybody else doing lives? Did you know that? But you can't ask for them. It's kind of crazy. All right. So now I'm gonna set this aside on a baking tray, and we're gonna wait till we make our cookies. And then we have to wash our pan real fast. Because we have to put a water bath. Although, if we do this now, let's see, it's 8 o'clock now. If we make our cookies and get them ready, I don't think it's gonna take us exactly an hour. What do you think? I can't decide. I missed, have you made your graham cracker crust? Yes. The graham cracker crust was like the packages of graham crackers, blended up with butter, like 2 tablespoons of butter, a little bit of sugar. It might be a little thicker. It could be. This one's a little more runny because the eggs make it, and I think the eggs are bigger. Like my cheesecake at the shop is definitely thicker than this. And I can give you both recipes if you want to try them both. All right, hold on. Let me just rinse this bowl out so we can make our, what do you call it? Our other desserts. All right. I'm so excited. Yes, you could make it thicker. You could do, I don't think it would make it, it might make it thicker. Yeah, I think you're right. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a little tired. I've been traveling, and then, all right, so hold on. We had to get up really early to get our plane today, which is fine, I don't mind. But I could definitely, if I laid down right now, I would go right to sleep, for sure. All right, hold on, let me just wash this paddle, and then we get back right into our cookie making. Okay. Yeah, I think maybe I'll put this in now for an hour. I can't decide what to do. I am actually stumped at what the best way to do this. Okay. Our bowl is ready for cookie making. So now tonight we're gonna make 2 Easter cookies, but first we're gonna make our bread. I just passed it on to my kids and they just love it. Everyone taps, oh, you guys are great. Let's make our soda bread first. I think I'm gonna wait. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because I wanna make our soda bread. All right, I'm gonna gonna leave this right here. We're gonna let him sit there. And we'll make our soda bread, okay? All right, soda bread. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Easter bread too. Yeah, I don't have an Easter bread, but I have 2 Easter cookies. A Greek Easter cookie and a you just bought what pan? The springform pan? It's great. Thank you for my heart. I love those hearts. They're so beautiful, and I'm so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All these things change the algorithms, I guess, to all you live creators out there. Have you noticed all of that? Just bought the pan. Brenda, my kids will be my testers. Let's hope they like it. What did you make? How long would the cheesecake have to bake? Well, here's the thing, Mildred. It has to sit, thank you for the level up. It has to bake for an hour and then sit for an hour in the oven off. So it won't be ready. You probably won't see it anyway, so we'll put it in the oven and I'll send you a picture and then you'll see it on Wednesday morning. I'll show you and I'll also take a picture. That one's kind of hard to do in like one cooking section because it needs to wait. Oops, taste testers. Yeah, you guys are fun. All right, thank you, Lisa. Lisa, you just got a bunch of gifter badges. Thanks for the heart puff. All right, Irish soda bread, ready? So we're gonna preheat the oven to 375. A pot of gold, thank you. Thank you, Maya. All right, so we're gonna do that and then, we need 3 cups of flour for that. We're gonna be tight on flour tonight, girlies. All right. All right, so let's see, we're gonna do, let's see what we got here. Let me see how she wrote this. All right, so it's 3 cups of flour, 2/3 cup of sugar, baking soda, baking powder, sour cream, 2 eggs, and some raisins. I'm not a fan of the raisins, but I know I'm excited to see the cheesecake too. And then this takes a long time to bake. This bakes at 375 for 35 minutes and 325 for 25 minutes, so almost an hour. Okay, so let's see. A little time order to make the batter move malleable. Interesting. If not brown enough, leave another 5 to 10 minutes. Whoa. Okay, so spread soft butter on top. Oh, okay. All right, so combine eggs and sugar and sour cream in a separate bowl. Mix them together and then add the rest. That's the way. Use pieces of dates in place of raisins. That's interesting. Stop it. Go lay down. So these are the directions. You ready? It says combine the eggs and sour cream in a separate bowl and mix together and then add the rest. That's awesome. All right, so let's do that. So now we got 2 eggs and we have sour cream. How much sour cream do they want? 16 ounces. That's an awful lot of sour cream. All right, let's go. We're in it. I don't have dates, otherwise I would try it. We're gonna do raisins and see what happens. I can't imagine all that sour cream, right? I don't think we need that for anything else. Let's see. Egg yolks, powdered sugar, and then sticks of butter. Okay, we're good. All right, so we're gonna put all of this sour cream in. I know, me too, but that's okay. My crew at work will eat this. My husband's gonna be at work all week. So everybody's gonna get to eat soda bread. Let's see what happens. See, all right, so we're putting our 2 eggs and all of this sour cream. Whoa, all right, we're mixing that. You guys see that? All right, and now we're gonna add 3 cups of flour. that's 1, 2. Now, I'm not a professional baker. I'm a wing it baker. Hello, everybody. Welcome. We're having fun tonight. This is going to be a problem. What did I say? This is the 3rd cup, right? We are not going to have enough to do, we are not going to have enough flour tonight to do all our cookies. Let me see. We're going to need 2.5 for that. And then, hold on, let's just do the math here. No, it's okay. I'll make them, so it's 5 cups. All right, hold on. Let's do some measuring before I continue. Because you know what we could do? We can do 1 gluten-free or mix some gluten-free flour in this mix. We can use the 1-to-1. Okay, I'm gonna use a little 1-to-1. And that should be okay. Hold on, let me go get that. We can do it. I have the 1-to-1 flour. We're good. We can make everything. The 1-to-1 flour is gluten-free, but it's interchangeable to recipes. So, and I only need a cup, so that'll work out fine. So we're back at it. See, you gotta just be flexible. You can't be like, oh my God, it's not gonna come out. It'll come out. Nobody will know the difference. That's the fun. All right, so now we need 3 teaspoons of baking powder, which is a whole tablespoon. I use the aluminum free, which I like. It doesn't have that taste. All right, so we're gonna use a tablespoon of the powder and 1 teaspoon of soda. 1 teaspoon. And then we're gonna add, it doesn't say to add a pinch of salt. So I won't add it, but I feel like it needs a pinch of salt, doesn't it? But then again, I think everything needs a pinch of salt. So it's hard to go by me. Should we add a pinch of salt? I'm gonna add, my friends, you sent me a pot of gold. Thank you so much. All right, so now we're just gonna mix these ingredients together. And let's see, we have our 2 eggs. Did I put the sugar in? No. Let's get the sugar. Sugar. 2/3. That goes in with our eggs. One, 2. Mix that in. All right, so we did eggs and sugar. Oh, that was supposed to be eggs and sugar, and then mix it. It's not gonna matter. What kind of sugar is that? It is organic, unbleached sugar. So it looks a little weird color. Thanks for my skull apple, Idaho girl. Thank you so much. All right, so now we're gonna add this. And we're gonna add it slowly into this. But before I do that, let's just make sure. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Maya. You guys are so fun tonight. All right, so our sugar and eggs are in here. Now we're gonna slowly add our, our flour. I don't think I've ever really made, I know we finished our goal. I can't believe it. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. I don't think I've ever actually, I don't know how long it's been since I made this recipe. I don't even remember making it. How do I do that? How do I reset it? Don't forget to send you down. Thank you, Kim Ye. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can reset the goal. How do you do that? I have no idea. Poll and gift. Lightning. La, da, da. Oh, live gifts. All right, hold on. Oh, I found it. Set as a goal. All right, we're setting a goal. All right, there we go. Jolly the Joy Bean. All right, it says to pin the goal. All right, there we go. Send some love to promote organic whole foods. Thank you. Oh, so they said it's sub timer too? Oh, you guys are making me work tonight. All right, here we go. How long should we set the sub timer for? We have a subscription goal of 250. Here's the timer. We'll set it for 20 minutes. But you guys are gonna have to be out there yapping it up for me. I mean, this stuff is a lot of work. All right, there we go. Is it going? It's going. Woo, set timer. No yeast in the bread. Ooh, this is beautiful. Oh my God. All right. Now, let's see what it says here. We're gonna need a little extra. It says something about milk. Look at in the middle of the recipe. What are we making, Mystical Blue Eyes? I added 2/3 of a cup of sugar. It's kind of sweet, but I kind of like a sweet bread for this. Will you post these recipes later? Patricia, you get them emailed. All subscribers get these emailed. That's the gift. How many fingers can you fit up? Come on, man, get out. We don't want you here. Go away. You have 30 seconds to disappear. One more rude remark when I'm muting you. We don't like that nonsense here. Let's see. You may need a 1/4 cup of milk in order to make the batter malleable, but we don't need that. We can do it nice. No, I'll do that muting. If he gets stupid, he's out. Behave yourself. It's all loving here. You don't be rude. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna take this out, but this needs after I added the sugar, we did the flour. See, it's very sticky, this bread. So we are gonna make it not as sticky. We're gonna add more flour. And then we're gonna add some raisins. Actually, we're gonna probably have to add a little more raisins now. Hold on. Ooh, we're gonna have to add flour. Okay, that should do it. That did it. We added enough. I love that. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Okay, this looks better. Now, we're gonna add that, and then let's add our raisins. My hands are all sticky, hold on. I'm so excited. Hello, Renee. How are you? All right, we have to save all our flour. Raisins. Okay, here we go. We're gonna add, I am not a raisin fan. Love how you just cook by trial and error. Gail, you know, after a while, you just can't panic. Because if you panic, nothing works. And you know what? I am of the opinion that it just all works out. It always works out. We're gonna add 2 boxes of raisins. Stop by for a few, missing you all. Oh, we miss you too. All right, I think I'm gonna add 1 more box of raisins. I know you've been busy with family stuff, but we miss you. All right, we're gonna add these raisins. And then I'm gonna add a little extra flour, but I'm gonna use some of that 1-to-1 flour so we have enough for our cookies. Because we're in a little bit of a bind. I was so delirious today when I was cooking, when I was looking for what we needed. I almost want to make this into like little Irish soda bread scones. Wouldn't that be kind of fun? I feel like that would be great. I should have put gloves on so I don't make a mess. Come on, why aren't you coming off? There we go. All right. Here we go. Oh, it looks so nice. Should we make one big one? I feel like I want to make little scones. Yeah, it's only $3. All right, hold on now. Let's get a... Can you guys see this? Yes. All right. So excited. Like little scones, right? I think I want to do it like that. All right, let's do it like that. I think it might be fun. Let's do like little mini loaves. Oh, this is going to be awesome. Okay, Sister Eugene, we're in it now. Oh, I love this. What do you guys think? Can you see that? They're going to be little mini Irish soda breads. Sort of like a scone. And then we're going to melt some butter, it says, and we're going to brush it on there. See, this is fun to me. You got to do stuff on the fly and see kind of what happens. You know? These might stick together, but that's the fun of it. All right. Ooh, these are going to be so nice. I'm actually excited now to see how they come out. And they're like a sticky, yummy. They have just the right amount of flour. Because I like that kind of dry, sweet shortbread. Isn't that nice? No, you don't need to grease the pan when you're using parchment. That's the fun of the parchment. You don't need that. All right, now we're gonna melt some butter. And then we're gonna wash our thing and we're gonna make our Easter cookies. I'm gonna leave this flour here because we're gonna need it later to do cookies. I know, I wish you guys could try this too. Look at them. These are gonna be really pretty. I like the consistency of this dough. It's like a sticky bread kinda, but I love that. I think it's gonna come out great. Recipe, please. Yep, all the recipes go out to my subscribers, and you email me for them. It's so easy. Are you a subscriber, honey? Macabello. Hi. They look really good. I know. I'm so excited. Thank you, more boy. Thank you. I love my kitchen too. Everybody always says that to me. It really is a special kitchen. I love it. I always feel like I'm in the mountains when I'm at home. All right, so I'm gonna melt a little extra butter to this. And then we're gonna brush it with butter, and then we're gonna put them in the oven. They're gonna bake for at 375 degrees for 35 minutes, and then we're gonna lower the oven. No, you know what? I'm not a fan of my stove. Listen, I'm very grateful I have the stove. It's 20 years old. And it's, it's seen better days, but I think I have spent I think I have spent the amount of money I paid for on this stove almost in repairs. I think I'm very close in the 20 years. Vikings, you know, you got to fix them all the time. It's very frustrating, especially when you pay for something and you want it to be good. So it makes me very mad. So I haven't replaced the stove because I can't find one I love. And I only have a small space. It is a 6 burner, but I was thinking, now they make these stoves that you can get induction, gas. I know it's kind of annoying. Induction of a gas or like propane, or and a grill. I really want that, but it's way out of my price point. Happy St. Patrick's Day! Look, we made little mini Irish soda bread scones from Sister Eugene's recipe. Yeah, it's gonna come in the Patricia. This is it. This is Sister Eugene's Irish soda bread. This is the recipe. I found it. It was so easy. It was in the same envelope she handed to me in. All right, they're going in. This is at 375. We're gonna set the clock. We are setting our clock for 35 minutes. 35. Yeah, all subscribers get our recipes, all of them. All right, here we go. It's set. I'm so excited. All right, you guys ready for the cookies now? Now, I want to leave this flour here because if I have to roll the dough for the cookies, which I do have to do, which I know we're going to have to do. All right, let me just rinse this real fast. Give me 1 second. So now, I have 2 recipes from my family. From our Greek neighbor, Thea Vasila, we have Korabides cookies, which is a traditional Greek cookie that's served during the holidays. And depending on the holiday, it's what shape you get. Thank you for the shamrock, Lisa. It's for our Irish soda bread. I know it. I'm excited also. You're the best. Oh, you guys are awesome. It's so fun. I'm happy to be home cooking again, although I am quite tired today. I could have just fallen asleep, but I got home and I flopped on the couch with the dogs and just kind of crashed for about an hour, and that kind of helped. All right. But I didn't want to miss tonight, so. All right, let's just dry this out. So I have a cheesecake getting ready. We have 8 minutes left on our subscriber. Let's see if we can get to 250. I think we're at 202. That's a bold, bold, bold subscriber goal. But maybe we can get there. You never know. This crowd, we have a good crowd. Okay, so the next cookie, we've mixed our cheesecake, but we have to wait to put it in the oven. Let's see, moderate. Okay. Well, you know, Lost Soul, I tend to believe, thank you for all that love, Cookie Dude. I tend to believe that, you know, we are still testing. We still have a pretty good testing network. And I have to believe that if somebody says something certified organic, that it still is. That's where I'm gonna stand. Hey Charles, nice to see you. So we have made our cheesecake, but I'm waiting to put it in the oven because we have other things baking, and that needs to stay in and then shut. Then the oven has to get shut off. So we're gonna we just put our little mini scones. But they're not scones. They're Irish soda bread scones. So I'm very excited about that. God Save America. It's nice to see you tonight. So yeah, Lost Soul. I mean, I've been in this industry for a very long time, since 1983, when I wanted to, when I started to, you know, buy my own food. And I've watched this industry grow, and I actually was in the room when the FDA sat down with some of the bigger organic farmers in this country and some of the bigger food producers in this country. Union of Concerned Scientists was there. I would say there was 100 people in the room. And I was invited because I was an organic whole foods chef. And the FDA sat down, and we had been getting, the organic industry had been getting so much flack about sort of policing itself, or we had third-party certifiers at the time. So there was NOFA, North American Organic Trade Association, NAFTA, something like that. We had the Organic Trade Association, OTA, and they were all in the room. And we were handing over to the USDA and saying, hey, how are we going to be okay with certifying organic, and how can we trust you? Now, if you ask me personally, I kind of liked the standards that we went by before we gave it over to the government, but there was really no vote, and I didn't have a vote. I was just there to listen and to give it information. But I would say, for the most part, I guess, the powers that be at the time in the organic world felt that we needed it. So they handed it over. And, I follow the USDA organic standards. I get emails from them monthly, and I watch and I listen, and I have to believe that it's still okay. Department of Agriculture, right, Miss Carol? I decided not to go organic for the community garden. Well, it's a community garden. Most community gardens don't use any chemicals. Most community gardens are really are organic because they don't use chemicals. I'm surprised, but I guess. We have 4 more minutes to build subscribers. All right, so let's go. So Corbides, powdered sugar cookies. These are Greek. They're delicious. Now, they're made at Christmas time. They're made like little snowballs, but during the holiday, they are made in S shapes, and we rope them. So I'm gonna try it. If I'm correct, I'm pretty sure that's the way it goes. So we're gonna use a 1/2 pound of butter, and I've had it out, but it's still not super soft, so we'll see how it goes. We're gonna put a little whiskey. Yeah, whenever I was part of a community garden, it was always certified, or maybe not certified organic, but it was always organic. People were using, seeds that they had saved, or heirloom seeds, and they weren't using they weren't allowed to use like Miracle-Gro or any of those kinds of, fertilizers. You had to use organic stuff. But we'll see. Hi, Rachel. Raquel. Is that Raquel? Sharon, thank you for the subscription. Welcome. Oh, too much paperwork? Well, that's the paperwork that saves this industry, though, right? Like, that's why we do it. Hello, welcome. You're going to have a great time. Please make sure you email me tonight so you get the recipes, and add, hey, Sharon, welcome, and add your TikTok name so I know who you are. Hi, Lisa, welcome. Rochelle, thank you, Rochelle. I like that you gave me that. All right, so I put in our sweet butter. We're doing a 1/2 pound. We're gonna do 1 egg yolk, and we're gonna put in a 1/4 cup of, thank you, Jeanette. Hi, Colette, thanks for the follow. I know, right? Yeah, The recipes come in your email, and everybody, all of the recipes have gone out to every email that people have given me. So if you haven't gotten them, check your spam, and if they're not in your spam, email me again. Thanks for the follow. Join us at the Organic Food Movement everywhere. We're on YouTube where you can see all the live replays. We're on obviously TikTok. We're on the Book of Face, and the Book of Face is fun because there's other recipes that get posted there for all like the public classes, or if we talk about something, I post recipes there. I also post like the 7-day meal plans that I do for you guys. All that stuff is there. Thank you for my cake. Thank you for the heart. Carrie, how long have you been a subscriber? If you've been a subscriber longer than tonight, you should have already gotten an email. But if you haven't, check your spam and then email me again, because you should have them already. All right, now we're gonna add our sugar. I so want to see that cake, but I'm not gonna open it. I really want to look at the cake. All right, so we're gonna do a 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. Is this a quarter? Nope, this is a third. Where's our quarter? Third. Is this a quarter? Yes, we got a quarter. All right. This is gonna get a 1/4 cup of powdered sugar and 1 egg yolk. I'm only making a small amount because I don't have enough flour. I'm a little freaked out. All right. And then this is gonna be 2.5 cups of flour. That's it. And an egg and a half a teaspoon of baking powder. Okay. Now let's do. This is a half a cup. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to mix all of this flour together. I'm trying to create more flour. It's such a fun group to be in. The ones tonight get emailed probably by Wednesday night. Sometimes I'm a little later than that, but I try and get them out within the week. I'm a little busy, like all of us. I'm a little busy, but I try and get them out. You should have them. Yeah, I try and get them out pretty quick. All right, so here we go. So now we're gonna do, this is a half. And what did I say, 2.5 cups of flour? So that's 1. That was a half, that's 1.5. I don't know how you keep up. Sometimes I'm like, I can't do this. This is just too much. And then I'm like, nah, I could do it. And then I get on here with you guys and I'm so happy that I forget that I'm exhausted. And I just keep going. Okay, so this is our 2.5, and we're gonna add a teaspoon of baking powder. All right, now we're gonna mix that up. Oh my God, I wanna look in there. It's starting to smell so delicious. Okay, now this is like a very cakey cookie. Tell me the time she goes live on Wednesdays. So I go on live Wednesday mornings around 7:30, 7:45, and it's very healthy food. It's nothing like this. We're doing super healthy. It's a little it's a little bit more, clean. We call it the kitchen pharmacy. And I'm always doing so. You guys get to tell me what you want to learn. This one's all about like blood sugar, diabetes, like all of that. How much baking powder did I add? About a teaspoon. I'm sorry, a half a teaspoon. Oh my God, stay happy. You are so funny. I can't believe you just said that. But hey, that's the fun. All right, so now we're gonna add an egg yolk, 1. I'm only doing about half of this recipe right now because I'm running out of ingredients, but that's okay. We're gonna make it. All right, so now I added the egg yolk and I'm gonna add a little whiskey. A half an ounce. Smells good. All right, now, oh my God, that smells so good. I used a bourbon whiskey from Texas, by the way. My Texans out there. We got our whiskey from there. Smells good. All right, so I'm just scraping the sides of the bowl so that you can see. We want to get all that in there. Okay. White chocolate, wait, what did you make? White chocolate raspberry bread with a lemon glaze. That sounds good. Oh my God, that whiskey smells delicious. Did we get anywhere? Our sub only is done. Did we got a few new subscribers, right? I love it. Maybe we'll do it again later. We'll see where we get to. Okay, we're gonna go slow and incorporate that. We're gonna incorporate all of our liquid, and then we're gonna make the cookies. So now, lightly brown, cool, put on wax paper. Okay, and then we're gonna sprinkle with powdered sugar. We are making Greek cookies. Hey, John Dillon, thank you for my rose and my heart. I love it. Thank you. We're doing desserts tonight. We're making, these are like Greek Easter cookies, and they're Greek Easter cookies, and we're making, that dough is perfect. I'm gonna add a little bit more flour to this. And I think I wanna add a little extra powdered sugar. So all the people that are asking me to join them, like to be a co-host and stuff, I'm not good at that. If I don't know you, I'm not gonna join you. I did that once. Sorry, I'm not gonna join you. I did it once and it was a terrible experience. There's only one person since that moment, and that was HK Jewel. So don't, I would say I'm not gonna do it. We're at 209. Oh, we got a few. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, the very first live I ever did, I didn't even know what that was. And I did it, and there were these, oh my God, these boys were so bad. They were being so bad. I was like, oh my God, what is going on? And I just freaked, and I said, okay, never again. Unless I know the person, like if Classy Sassy asked me, or HK Jewel, I would do it with them, but I wouldn't do it with anybody that I don't know. It's too risky. And I didn't know how to get out of it at the time. It was a little crazy. Yeah, people are a little bit, Bridget. All right, so now our cookies, I used all the flour, and now we're gonna make these cookies. Oh God, Brenda, it was the worst. I freaked. And they were from somewhere in the Middle East, and they were being very bad boys. And it was early in the morning, and I was at work. I was like, oh my God, this has to stop. It was terrible. All right, so here we go. These cookies are yummy. They're a wonderful Easter cookie. We also do them at Christmas time. All right. I'm just kind of mixing. You know, I love these KitchenAids. You can turn that feature off during a live. You can? All right, you have to tell me how to do that. But see, I don't mind if I get people I know. And once in a while, well, in the morning, HK Jewel did it once with me, and I would do it with her. You know, like go on with her anytime. But it's just these crazy people. We need to have, oh, we're still there. We're moving that algorithm right along. The more you tap and the more you share, I think the more our live goes out and is popular and all that lovely stuff. Okay, so let's see. All right, so now we are going to make cookies. So now if you roll these out, look. So now, can you see what I'm doing? Yes, okay. So you can take these and you can roll them out in your hands. Like this. And they get braided. So for Easter, you braid these cookies. Wow, we've been on for a really long time. Okay, watch. And you do this. You see? Can you see that? So we braid, so there's a couple of shapes that you make for Easter. And for Easter, you don't necessarily do a bunch of powdered sugar on them. That's more Christmas time. This is the way I learned them. So anybody else who grew up making this recipe, I'd be interested in hearing what. Hold on, I want to check this spread. Oh, they're so pretty. Hold on, we have to look at them. Now, these cooked way faster than Sister Eugene thought. Oh, these are done. We are taking them out of the oven. We're going to lower this to 350 for our other cookies. These are coming out. All right, hold on. Oh, please, we have to put them on a rack. They look beautiful. Just get my rack out here. All right, I'm just gonna lay them out to cool. I know, I could smell them. I knew right away they were ready because I could smell them. All right, so give me 1 minute. I'm just gonna take them off. Oh, they're so pretty. I can't wait I almost feel like they're gonna be delicious warm or cold, you know? Look. Oh my God, can you see the steam coming off of them? They look so pretty. Can you smell them? Oh my God. Oh, the dogs just started circling. They're like, you better give me a taste of that right now. Oh, you know what I like about these? I don't think they're going to be as dry. We have to cut one open. I know you're not supposed to do that, but I have to see. Look. Very hot. I say that all the time. So these are at $3.75. Look how pretty. These were done at $3.75, and I put the timer on at 35 minutes, and I took them out at 15 minutes left to go. So how long was that? 15 minutes? That's crazy. All right, look, we're making these. then you can make, these are fun because now you can make little S's. It doesn't, I think whatever your family does or whatever you decide is so fun. Yeah, about 20 minutes. Yep. Now remember, you have to test your oven. So what I would do, and I'll make the note when I rewrite the recipe for you. I know, right? They are definitely going to be very happy. See, look, we just make a little quick S shape. I mean, a little braid. Yes. Thank you for my shamrocks. Thank you, thank you. We're having so much fun. I love this. Okay, and then we do little S's. I'm glad I only made a half a recipe because look at how much stuff. Thank you, Cheryl, for my shamrock. All right, let's get this soaking so we can make our next cookie. And now you guys are gonna have all these fun cookies to make for the holiday. I mean, I don't think you can, I think you can make Irish soda bread whenever, right? Thank you, Cheryl. All right, so I'm rolling it out. I do want to see if I can make caramel, but the caramel also tastes, maybe we'll do a part 2 next week. You guys want to do that? Because we're not going to get all these recipes done tonight. I will fall asleep standing up. Look at this, see? You're making little kind of twisties. Oh. And you just keep making them till you have no more dough left. You can make little circles, sort of like the old Italian anisette cookies. You down for part 2? All right, I'm down for part 2. I'm in. Part 2s are fun. Oh my God, the doggies are soaking up the 3/4 of the way there. Yay! Yeah, pretzels. Yeah, we can make a pretzel one. I'm in. My husband is lactose intolerant and my son has celiac. Do you have cheesecake recipe I could use? So Queen, the cheesecake recipe all you need for the cheesecake recipe, if you're gonna put flour in it, you could use cornstarch or you could use the 1-to-1 flour. And the cookies, same thing. I can create for you the version of, look, I made a little pretzel, a Greek pretzel cookie. I can translate this into a gluten-free for sure, and vegan. We can do that. So you need a vegan cheesecake. I have a nice vegan cheesecake. We could do that. That's easy. I do it with tofu and we swirl chocolate in it. It's actually really good. So if you want, next week I can show you that. Or I can just add the recipe. It's the same thing. You want to do croissants? Forget that, sister. I mean, I can make croissants, but I'm not going to make the puff dough. I mean, I can't make the dough. If I'm making croissants, I'm making them the chocolate pretzel cookie recipe. Did I ever post that? I don't think I ever posted any of those cookie recipes now that I think about that, Cheryl. Did anybody get cookie recipes? I think you guys got me so worked up on the lemon cookie thing that I never did any of the other recipes. Yeah, we did that gluten-free pretzel cookie recipe. That was great, right? Ooh, my oven is sounding very cranky tonight. Do you hear it? Yeah, I think that's the only one I never put together. We'll have to do it. Yes, I was just looking at my grandmother's lemon pound cake. She has a pound cake recipe. She did a lemon and then sometimes she would do it with orange. So we can do that. I'm just not really a baker, if you notice. I'm not actually a baker. So I don't do the science of the baking. I make some cookies for my shop. Oh, you do? What kind? I want the cake recipe. Which one, Luann? The chocolate cake? That's a hard one. Is that the one you're talking about? The chocolate cake, the flourless chocolate cake with the fresh whipped cream? All right. I was going to do that tonight, but I couldn't get the chocolate. Do you know that I couldn't find organic dark baking chocolate? Banana oatmeal. What do you mean you want to do a banana oatmeal bread? I have a delicious banana bread gluten-free recipe. Seriously. It's very good. What's to die for, Robin? What recipe? You know we want that recipe. Oh, the chocolate cake one? You guys all want that recipe? I actually wasn't paying. I know a few people have asked me. And I'm always like, ugh. That's a hard one to give away. All right, I'll do it. Maybe we'll do a private class for that one. Part 2 for the chocolate cake. Vegan, no soy. Which one? Which one are you talking about? Yeah, the rolling is, I mean, this is where I lose my mind, Robin. I'm like, all right, let me just put a whole tray of freaking cookies on the thing because I'm just not in the mood to do this. This is where I lose my mind. Oh, you're talking about the cake, the rolling part. It's a pain in the neck. Yeah, I mean, this stuff is like, hi, Queen. Welcome. You're 210 subscribers. We are rocking and rolling. Whoop, whoop, whoop. TikTok follow the live. TikTok Tina. Welcome, TikTok Tina. You will try that recipe, huh? All right. I hear you. All right, so now you guys, there's like a mutiny among us. You have to have the chocolate cake recipe. I totally hear you. It's the easiest recipe. I don't have the patience for baking. Yeah, right now, I'm losing my mind. Right now. I'm like, okay, with the rolling. Thank God I only did a half a recipe. I could have done it in a third, but it's very hard to like cut an egg yolk in half. But these cookies look ridiculously terrible, but they're gonna taste delicious, so who cares? I only make ricotta cheesecake cookies. Love that. Well, that's sort of like the old Italian cookies my grandma used to make. I have to find that recipe. I haven't found that recipe among her recipes at all. Put the rest in the fridge. I'm thinking, I'm actually thinking about that. Do you guys care if I do that? You don't care, right? You're not gonna get to eat them anyway. I like that idea. All right. I'm doing that because I've had enough of the roll. No! Yeah, this dough will freeze. No, yes. No, we don't care. Oh, no, you don't care. I thought you were saying, no, don't do it. That's funny. I mean, I'm done. You know what's funny? My husband and my daughter, and if they're listening right now, did you hear my dogs just go crazy? How many cups of flour? This is 2.5 cups of flour. I am a little tired. I need one of your neighbors to move so I can move next to you. We only have 2 neighbors. We share a driveway with 2 other people, and then everybody else is not around us. And they just got here. All right, let me do a couple more. Yeah, because now I'm going to stay up now for 2 hours and bake a cheesecake for you guys. You make people pay you subs, laughing at people, really? Oh, Eddie, it's so nice to see you. Welcome. I don't make anybody do anything. You don't have to be a turd here. We're having fun. Cheesecake. Oh, yeah, I know I made cheesecake. FedEx me some. What, the cheesecake or these cookies? Yeah, I think he left already. Maybe he can't get anybody to follow him, so he's just mean. No cookies for Eddie. Oh, well, don't watch what I'm up to then, because I'm a mess. I'm not a real pastry chef. I'm actually a really not a good baker at all. So you can make fun of me if you need to. If it makes you feel better about yourself, have at it. If you need that, have at it. So we're making some Greek Corabides cookies right now. Yeah. I don't care. I'm a home baker and a chef of food. All you are wonderful. You know. We're all good. All right, I'm gonna put the rest of this dough. You look over it. Oh. I'm totally over it. Don't care. I mean, I'm not a baker, but the stuff that we bake is delicious. Thank you for my heart. Thank you, Mildred. Do you like to cook with goat cheese? I do like goat cheese. I do. I make a few things with goat cheese. I think my two favorite cheeses are goat cheese and feta. I like them both. Thank you for my shamrocks. Thank you for my hand heart. Thank you, Lisa. You guys are great. You guys are awesome. All right, that's it. I filled my tray with ridiculous looking cookies. Let's make them. Oh, soda bread's finished. All right, so that's it. These are my ridiculous looking Corabides cookies, but they're so good. Now, when you make these, you can brush a little butter on them so that they have, because they're sort of like a dunking cookie too. Is that almond flour? No, this is not almond flour. This is regular flour. But because I ran out of flour, I mixed a little of the one-to-one gluten-free. Thank you, Bridge. They really taste good. You could have made an easy peach cobbler and a chocolate cake and we would be good. Well, we made that beautiful Irish soda bread. I think that came out great. I'm very happy. Now we're gonna make these cookies. And I'm just putting a little butter on them. Do they need it? No, but I like when they come out, you'll see when they come out all cute and shiny. They're fun. And you know, this stuff is all like, it's home cooking. When you say regular, like all-purpose bread flour, or just curious? Who's asking? I used, the flour that I'm using tonight is like an all-purpose white spelt flour, but I mixed in a 1-to-1 gluten-free to make the 5 cups of flour we need to finish all the recipes. And you'll see, it's not gonna matter. You're not even gonna realize, well, first of all, you guys don't get to taste it, but second, nobody's gonna know that you won't be able to tell in the recipe because I just needed to get enough. I want to make braided bread with different flavors. I know, doesn't that sound fun? All right, I'm gonna pack this and put it in the fridge. Actually, I might just freeze this though because I'm not gonna get to it. I'm just gonna put this like this. Yes. You guys are awesome. All right, so our cheesecake's still sitting there. That goes back in there. Let me rinse the pot and then now I'm gonna have to give you the chocolate cake recipe. Where's our buddy Eddie? Did he leave?
I'm a real pastry chef. Okay.
Why is that important? Why is that important? Hi, oh, you can see Loki running around? They're so bad. They've been at my feet all night. Oh, thank you for my jolly love. My jolly joy bean. You guys are awesome. All right, drying this out. Let me get the stick, and then we're gonna make our last cookie. And then we're gonna look at all the pretty stuff we made. Oh! How many minutes did I say that had to be in? Did I say? Let's look. I think I just hit the wall. We will share that recipe. It's for subscribers only. Yeah, you can't give it away. Some people need their ego stroked. You know what? I'm so over that. I know who I am. I know what I can do. I just don't care. I like our little space. It's really nice. I don't like when people come in here and mess with us. Some people need their, yeah, whatever. Okay, so for the Italian Easter cookies, oh wait, we gotta put this, oh shoot. How many minutes? 350 for 15 minutes. I'm thinking it's not gonna take that long. So let's put it, because you know, these were ovens back from the 60s and 70s, these recipes are from. So let's check it at 8 minutes. Just to be on the safe side. All that rolling and work, I don't want to, tonight's so fun, I love it. Tyler, you missed so much already, but don't worry, we're gonna catch you up. We made Irish soda bread. Look at these pretty little breads. We made them like little for the holiday. No, we're gonna make this last cookie because it's my favorite. Oh, but you want these recipes? It's worth every time. Oh, that's so cute. We should do another sub thing. Remember like a few weeks ago, we were getting like 400 or 500 people and then it stopped again. I wonder what the algorithm is that makes it, you know, like go really high and then it goes away. No, I'm good. I want to make the Italian cookie. You guys have to see this. It'll be fun. And it's quick. And maybe I'll just cut it down even less. Like maybe I'll do like a quarter of the recipe. So it'll be a half. Yeah, I could do that. How about I do that? We'll do that. I'll do a quarter so you can see a few cookies. How do I get the recipes? You're gonna email me tonight or tomorrow, and you're gonna write down your email, and then you're gonna connect your name. That bread would be good with cranberries and walnuts, and that's the fun, Tabitha. The dog is licking the bag that I'm throwing all the garbage in because he can smell it. That's what you're gonna do. For all of my, thank you, Margaret, for being a follower. I love that. I appreciate it so much. What was I just saying? Oh, for recipes, the subscribers get them. Wait, what were we just saying? Give me one, please. All right, we haven't figured out how to get that through. Ooh, organic coconut cream, like a coconut cream pie. I mean, I can't believe you guys want me to teach you baking. Maybe get that guy Eddie. He probably is, because he's a pastry chef. Change up the recipe. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, that's what you do. You're kidding, we got to 100,000 likes already? You guys are rock stars. Stuff to put in it, bread. Okay, so when you get the recipes, hey Bridget, when you get the recipes, hi Tootie, when you get the recipes and you get like these base recipes, feel free to roll with it. Like, do what you want. Try different things. Like I put raisins. I am not a fan of raisins. But I could see like chopped walnuts or chopped, no, Chef, you're the rocks. You guys are awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, what was that fun thing? Oh, the treasure. I love that treasure. All right, so we're gonna do a half a stick of butter tonight. We're gonna do a quarter of this normal recipe. So all of our new followers, you're gonna find us on YouTube, the Book of Face. If you become a subscriber tonight, make sure you reach out to Chef Liz at the Organic Food Movement and put your email in. If one of our peeps can pin, dang it, I'm traveling for work and I'm on a different time zone. Never traveling on Mondays again. Tyler, you're so funny. But you know, I started posting all of our subscriber only videos because I gave up, trying to email them to you guys. So you're gonna get them with a link. So I'm gonna be emailing the links once I load them all up. So they're on one email, and you can save that email. And when you want to go back and look at these subscriber only classes, you'll be able to hit the link, and it's on YouTube in a private space, so nobody else can see them but you guys. Right now you'll get Kath, spell that right. It says you spelled it ORH. A chefless marathon. Well, yeah, you can do that on. You guys should do that because I need 1,000 watch hours or is it 4,000 watch hours in a year? It's crazy. Join us for sub only class. We're over here tonight. I love that. Okay, so we're doing a quarter stick of butter. We're gonna do, instead of 3/4, we're gonna do a 1/4 and an 1/8, right? Is that right? 3/4 is, oh no, it would be a 1/2 cup, right? 3/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, plus an 1/8. So it would be a 1/4. I'm just gonna do that. That sounds good. It could be a little sweeter. A meeting next week. Oh, good. Tired, sorry. That's okay. Don't you worry about it. I will let your videos run all week after my daughter goes home. Yeah, just play them. If you don't care and you don't mind, that's a great way. Just let them run. Put them on mute and let them sit there. If you're sitting on your computer, just let them run. That really helps. Hello, baby. All right, so we're going to do, what did I say? I'll do a 1/2 cup of sugar. Why not? A 1/2 plus a little more than a 1/2. No, this is a 1/4. Okay, there you go. And a little for good luck. Perfect. It's a little less than a cup, right? No, we got to do 1/2. So it's 3/4. I mean, that's a lot of math. It's way too much math. Oh, 4 a.m. Oh, yeah. Me too. That's how my dog is sitting on my feet. I bake the same way you do. Cheryl, I mean, is there any other way? Okay, so we're mixing this. Now we're gonna measure out our flour. Well, we have 1 minute to check. All right, so I have here 2.5 cups. So we're gonna do 1 1/4. 1 1/4 cup. All right. And then we're gonna do baking powder, a teaspoon, and a pinch of salt. Now, there's like a regatta cookie too. And I don't know, do you guys know he missed the droppings. Oh, yeah, so can you see him running around the floor? That's Thor. He's a little fatty. He loves eating everybody's food. He's licking my pants right now. Come on, go lay down. All right, so now we mix that. Let's whisk this. Now, these are delicious. Woo. Let's check. Your floor will be oh yeah. They're like, all right, they're not ready yet. They're getting there. I can't believe we made Sister Eugene's thing. Okay, stepped away for a minute. What's the process now? Okay, we're making the Easter cookie. Did I put the baking powder in? Yes. Let me put this away. Now, I want to tell you what I like. I do this with my Christmas cookies too. I don't know. I just think it's they taste so much better. Hold on, let me see if I can find my zester. Where's my zester? Hello. Oh, hold on, let me see if I can find it. Oh, I got it. Hold, please. Oh, we didn't even get to the caramel. We got to nothing. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit. It's almost like the lemon cookie. Oh, let's do another 4 minutes. God, I don't know who's been here with me the longest, when you guys used to be in the kitchen with me and I would always forget to set the timer. Oh my God. And you guys would have the timer done. Yes, he's right by my side. Oh my God, he's laying right at my feet. Oh, he jumped. Bummer. I wanted you guys to see him at my feet. He's so freaking cute. Watch the sticker. Oh yeah. I didn't get it. All right, I'm just putting a little, I just want to have a little bit of lemon in here. You could also do like an orange blossom water. Yeah, I got it. I knew it was there. It didn't get in there. But I do like putting lemon, even with my Christmas cookies. I'll put lemon and orange zest. Yes, he totally missed his mama. He has not left me. Where's the other one? Oh, the other one's in the crate. Hi, buddy. Hi. I cannot touch you right now. All right, so now we're gonna mix this. Now this Italian cookie, baking powder. All right, okay, good. I like this cookie. It does, exactly, it adds a little bright. So this is our Easter cookie. It's got butter, eggs. Oh, we have to put in an egg. I forgot the egg. Did I put the egg in? I forgot the eggs. It's 6 eggs for a full recipe, and we're doing a quarter of a recipe. So we're gonna add 1 egg. And then if we need another one, we're gonna add it. No, I got 1 minute and 52 seconds. Well, we're doing okay. Ooh, this is pretty. I'm gonna put 1 more egg in this. Just kind of peeling it off the floor. Okay, we're gonna do 1 more egg. I almost feel like I want to put a tablespoon of ricotta cheese in these. Wouldn't that be good for an Italian cookie? Hold on, let me see if I have that. I got Greek yogurt. Bummer. I don't have any ricotta cheese. Oh, wait. Oh. No bueno. Let me see. Nope, don't have it. Oh wait, did I buy some? Yes, I bought some. I did. So the actual full recipe for this is like over 5 cups of. Hi Nicole. I'm making Greek Easter cookies, right? I just did Greek Easter, but now I'm making Italian cookies for Easter. And I'm gonna put a tablespoon of ricotta cheese in there. Oh, aren't you gonna be a happy little puppy? Hey, hey. Come here, buddy. All right. Here we go. I'm gonna put a tablespoon of ricotta cheese in here. Let's mix that. This is gonna be good. So in here is, in this recipe, it's eggs, butter, sugar, flour, baking powder, pinch of salt, And pizza frita, no, but I want to make with you before Easter pizza rustica with all the meats and the dough and stuff and the ricotta cheese. The recipes, so this is a subscriber only class tonight. So all of my subscribers get the recipes, and then but tonight while you guys are here, you can ask me a ton of questions, and you're watching us make the recipes, and they're delicious. These are gonna be good. The flavor's delicious. And then we're gonna ice them with just like a powdered sugar icing with sprinkles on them. So the actual recipe is like 5 to 6 cups of flour. All right. Now these we're gonna put, I don't have to make, hold on now. I wanna clean this counter because it's driving me crazy. Hello, baby dog. Where have you been? You're the cutest little thing ever. You're so cute. All right, let me just clean this off. And then we'll scoop them on the tray. Did you take the cookies out? Nope, forgot to take the cookies out, but they're gonna be fine. We are not gonna burn those cookies. I don't smell them yet. There they are. Look. They're so pretty. I know, so good. Now, we're gonna let them sit for a minute, and then we're gonna put them on the plate. Where are we gonna put these though? Put them right here. Okay. And now, and then I have to put the cheesecake in tonight. All right. All right. You ready? Yummy, beautiful, just give me a glass of ice cold milk. I know. And they're gonna be so good. All right, so now let me find my little cookie. Where's my little one for my cookies? I only have my big ones here. I don't know why. All right, let's see if this one will work. All right, we're gonna have to use the bigger one because I don't see my smaller one. All right, we'll use this. We'll use a half. That's a big cookie, I think. Can you see that? Oh, these are great. And then we're gonna put a little icing on them with sprinkles. Remember that? And we're just gonna let them just kind of melt onto the plate the way we want them to be. You know, the way they want to be. I'm just kind of doing it very sort of free-formed. Because these come out like almost like a cake cookie. How do you have 300 people watching if it's subscriber only? Because I didn't shut off the watch. So now, I know I'm so bad at that, Tyler, but then nobody gets the recipes but the subscribers. No, you have to bake that tonight. I would, although, you know, you probably could put it in a container, but because I already put the crust in there, I have to bake it tonight. But if you wanted to make the mix, you know, ahead of time and then dump it in a cake, you know, dump it in the form tomorrow and bake it, or the next day, I don't see why you couldn't. I think you could do that. I think there's something very fun about these kind of cookies. All right, look at that. We didn't even make a lot, which is perfect. Let me just rinse my hands. And then we're gonna move all the food over. These kind of look big. Should I make them a little smaller? I'm gonna leave them alone. Look how pretty. Wetting your fingers might help. It's not really that sticky, but yeah, probably. You guys are awesome. All right, here you go. I'm delirious. I've hit the delirious zone. Okay, let me just clean this up and let's look at what we made because it looks so pretty. It looks so pretty. All right, we're gonna clean this up a little bit and then I'll bring the paper over and we'll put the other cookies on the tray. Oh, how many minutes do these cookies go in for? I forgot. 350 for 15 minutes. It seems so long for these cookies, but all right. We're gonna do it for 10. Let's do it 11. We'll do 12. Timer set. I actually just set it. Okay. Let's clean this counter. All right, so now we have some, do I need to, if I give you the recipe for the chocolate cake, do we have to do it again? Or you've seen it, I think you've seen that cake twice. Haven't I made that cake twice now? Do you guys need to see it? Do I need to make it again? I know, I'm missing my crew too. I'm gonna see them tomorrow. I will see them tomorrow. I'll be cooking in the kitchen when they arrive. That's my goal. I want to be there. I want to be there cooking because they've been at it since last Tuesday. So I know they're missing me. I heard from Paula this afternoon. She's like, I miss you so much. No, you just have to give us the recipe. We could do it ourselves. Really, you don't need me anymore? Come on, you need to see it one more time. All right, that's fine. Maybe I'll include it in this. I'll surprise you. How about that? Third time's a charm. That's what I say, Tyler. That's how I'm thinking. All right, hold on. Let me get this little thing to clean off my counter. And then I want to show you the food, and let's go. I want to show you how we ice these. I think we iced the lemon cookies. This recipe is very similar to the lemon recipe. Like you could take the lemon cookies and make that lemon cookie recipe and add a little bit of ricotta cheese to it, like we just did now. I won't say no, right? Just to see it one more time, right? The right way. It's the rolling. Everything else is easy on that recipe. It's the rolling of the cake that's a little bit more difficult. And you really need to have, big parchment paper. Do you have it on TikTok, on YouTube? What, the chocolate cake? I don't think so. I actually don't think I do. I don't think I ever put that up. What would it have been on? I think didn't I do it both times with, I feel like I did that. I don't remember, I honestly don't remember. All right, let's see. Oof. All right, here we go. And then as soon as this is done, let me show you the last thing that we're gonna do. When we put the cheesecake in the oven, I'm going to do a little water bath right underneath the cheesecake. And what that does when you make the cheesecake like that, yeah, you need the larger size. How many cups of flour for what? Ooh, these are nice and cool almost. I like the way these came out. The chocolate cake is a regular pan size. You want to do it like this. No, like a regular half baking sheet. I like that. It's very, Sister Eugene it doesn't have that very dry taste of like a soda bread. It's not as dry. If you wanted it drier, I would cut the amount of sour cream for sure. And that would give you, you know, that more of a drier taste than what this is. For sure. All right, so here's our cookie. These are like, I find these to be like a biscuit too. And then you can cover them with powdered sugar if you like. But we have to wait till they cool. Oh, here's our pretzel. Half sheet pan, yep. Well, when you say a regular sheet pan, are you talking about this size? This is actually in a kitchen. This is a half sheet. Now these aren't super sweet cookies at all. These are more cakey, and so are the other ones. These are great to, like, if you just left them like this, and if I made them nicer, and you, anybody that's creative that wants to like spend the time and make these beautiful for the holiday. Oh, the baby is crying. So it's almost, so these are, no, these are not, no, the timer's still on. It's got 6 minutes. These are not, this does not have, this has a more spongy sort of regular bread texture. It doesn't have that like dry, it's dry, but it's soft. It's not super crispy. So this recipe came from Sister Eugene, from these nuns that I cooked for years ago. And she handed me the recipe and said, my family's been making, it was a tiny little thing. My family's been making this Irish soda bread recipe for years. I think that might have been the last time I made that recipe for her. And she gave it to me. She said, I want people to have it. No, I've shaped it like a scone. I mean, it's dry, but it's soft. It doesn't have that like crusty bread texture. But I like it. It's not like a scone. It's shaped like a scone, but it doesn't have the texture of a scone. It does not have this texture of a scone. Now, let me show you. I am going to use, I guess I could use this bowl, but let me see if I have something else. I want a baking pan. Hold on, let me grab my baking pan and I'll show you. Now, I'm gonna fill this with water and it's gonna go dry but soft. The only way she's able to describe it, I know. It's dry but it's soft. It's not crispy, you know, it doesn't have that like crispy texture. So we're gonna fill this with water, and when we put the cheesecake in, I'm going to put this in the bottom of the oven. And the reason why I'm doing this is because, hi Princess. The reason why I'm doing that is because I want, I don't want my cheesecake to crack. So that's why you do that. Thank you, Tyler. Hi. All right, so this is Sister Eugene's bread. Oh, you know what I want to tell you guys? When we got on the plane this morning, we were flying JetBlue, and I thought it was interesting, and I was a little afraid how the entire plane was going to react, you know, because everybody's, you know, very sensitive these days, which is fine. I'm not saying anything, but the captain of the plane came out. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. We got to the airport at 6 a.m. I was so delirious. We got on the plane. It was a completely full packed plane, overbooked. You know when they overbook it and then they try and get people to get off the plane? So we go, and the captain of the plane comes out of the plane, and he has a little tiny book, and he said, I would like to read something to you about, what did he call him? A little minister named Patrick. And he told the story of how this man, St. Patrick, became this patron saint, and how he got his own day. It was so beautiful. I was like, wow. And then the entire plane clapped. I was like, I thought maybe somebody was going to get upset or be mad, you know, because people don't like that. But he didn't make it religious. He just talked about St. Patrick and how he became, the patron saint. I thought it was, it was so beautiful. I wish I can remember the whole story, but I was like half worried that, you know, the plane was gonna, you know, freak out and start yelling. And I think so many people we were all like, what's happening? You know, cause it's not that easy to talk about your beliefs these days. So I was like, what's gonna happen? I was a little nervous. And then everybody started clapping. Maybe not everybody, but the plane sounded very grateful. But it was kind of a nice way to start the day. I thought it was interesting. And I was kind of happy I was making Irish soda bread today. Can't remember a thing he said, but it left me feeling happy. It was really cool. It was so cool. He told a story, but didn't make it so that somebody who maybe didn't believe in saints or, you know, wasn't into that I don't think would have gotten mad. You know what I mean? Like, it was just nice. I thought it was really pretty. It was really nice. I was impressed. I was like, wow. All right, so now when these cool off, yes, it kind of felt that way. All right, so these are sort of melt in your mouth. Can we ever try to make gluten-free sourdough bread? Oh, princess. I mean, you're asking. I mean, if you want to see me fail at something, I would love to be able to do that, but I don't know if I could. I know, I just thought it was really nice. So these cookies, at Christmas time, they're covered in powdered sugar. Easter time, they're more like this. But you always wait till they cool off, and then you can, because otherwise the powdered sugar will melt. But because these have powdered sugar in them and they're butter, even though they look ridiculous, and I would take my time, especially if you're going to serve them for Easter, they really are a delicious cookie. Oh my God, these are pretty, but they need more time. Those look like dough balls. Those look like little mini scones in there. All right, so we said it was going to be 20 minutes, and we did 12. So I'm going to set it for another 5 minutes and see what we get. Okay, so then once that's done, I'm going to clean up. We're going to look at how pretty everything is. We're going to make sure everybody who became a subscriber tonight has emailed me with their subscriber. Oh my God, it's 10 to 10. Oh. And then then I'm going to bed, and I'll see you on Wednesday. And moderators, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. The moderators tonight, our moderators are having a little soiree over the phone tomorrow. And we're hanging out. I'm excited. All right, my friends. I'm so excited to see these cookies coming out. Now, these cookies, to make a little like icing for them, this is what I do for a little icing for these cookies. Because you're not going to see that. You're only going to see like a picture later. So if you do, it's almost like making a royal icing, which a royal icing is powdered sugar and is this powdered sugar? Oh yeah. A tiny, tiny, tiny bit of liquid. Now, we could just add a little vanilla. You could add almond extract. You could add rose water. You could add a little milk. anything. You could add soy milk if you don't want milk. I'm doing vanilla because I love it. All right, we're gonna just mix this up nice. Somewhere I have another whiz. Okay. You don't want a lot of liquid in this. You really only want it to be slightly soupy. Now, because I did a whole dairy cookie, when you send an email, you have to give your TikTok name too, so I can match you, and then you'll be part of the team. All right, look. See, you want it super thick. Hi, Motak. How are you tonight? Hi, Gardner. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing the live. All right, I'm going to add a little bit more because, see, that got a little too thick. I mean, a little too runny. We don't want this runny at all. We want it sort of thick. That way, when it dries, it's like a royal icing. Ah, this is it. You see? I just want to break up those powder nuggets in there. Okay, see, look. It's nice and thick. And then the other piece is you add sprinkles. When you add the sprinkles, oh, my babies are in bed. They're so cute. Okay. And I like to use look, this is a perfect color for the holiday. These are 365, which is the Whole Foods name. But see how they're like, there's no food dyes in here, which I love. Turmeric, red cabbage, beet juice, annatto. So great. Thank you. Thank you, Jelly Bean. All right, so this is what I use, and then you sprinkle a little bit of, you sprinkle some sprinkles on the ricotta cookies, which are coming out any minute. I'm so excited. All right, and then as soon as those are done, I'm putting the cheesecake in, but you'll see that tomorrow because I gotta go to bed. I'm so tired. Did you guys have fun tonight? Oh, all right, so anybody that's new here, everywhere we are is the organic food movement. Oh, thank you for my roses. And we are, we're at the organic food movement. You'll see us on YouTube. You'll see, hi, Long Island. I grew up on Long Island. YouTube, hi, Donovan. We made some Irish soda bread from Sister Eugene. So yummy. We made a Greek Easter cookie and an Italian Easter cookie's coming out, and then I'm throwing a cheesecake in the oven. So excited. And then, so we do, oh, let me check the cookies and then I'll keep doing our commercial. Let me see. I'll show them to you. They're so pretty. I think they're ready. But they have a little golden. Massapequa in the house. Look at, who eats all this food? Anybody that comes over. So my girlfriends come over, my husband's work. I bring some stuff to work. All kinds of, everybody. We have a line. Everybody likes coming to collect food. Yeah, I think these are good. Yes. They're kind of a little spongy feeling, but they come out like cake. I'm burning my fingers a little bit. See, we want these to cool off, and then they'll get iced with sprinkles, and they're like a cake cookie. They're so good. So good. So these are Italian. They have like sugar in them. Let me move these guys over. All right. So we made all holiday baking. The icing is, tonight, so you could easily turn that icing. It's like a royal icing, I guess you could say, but it's made with powdered sugar and I did vanilla and a little bit of milk. Yes, there's tons of organic jellies out there. No anisette. No, not today. These are not anisette cookies. These are, these are delicious. They're like these are Italian Easter cookies and Greek Easter cookies. And these are, this is an Irish soda bread from a little nun that I used to cook for a million years ago. And she gave me her family's Irish soda bread recipe. And it's like a soft dough, but they're really good. Hello, Cajun cats. How are you? Okay, so now we are going to put, put the cheesecake in the oven. Can you guys see what I'm up to? Oh yeah, you can see me going in the oven. All right. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna lower this rack. Watch out, puppy. I'm gonna lower this rack one level. And then I'm gonna put this water in for our cheesecake. And then I'm gonna put our cheesecake in, which has been patiently waiting to be cooked. And that's going in. And then we're not gonna open up that oven. It's gonna cook at 350 for an hour. And then I'm gonna shut the oven off and it will stay in there for 1 more hour. And there you have it, holiday baking. We're all done. All right, but let's see. I have to push this button 6 times. Let me see if I have an hour timer. Minutes. Oh, here's the hour. Okay. Start. Good. All right. There you go. We're done. Oh my God, not done till midnight. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean up for the next hour, frost my cookies here, ice them when they get cold, put a little powdered sugar when they get cold, clean up the kitchen. I'll be done in an hour. Thank you for my heart puffs. And then I'll shut the oven off. And then when hubby gets home, I will tell him, please take that out of the oven. We got to 130,000. I love it. Yes, so this icing, all it is powdered sugar with a splash of milk and vanilla. Now, if you wanted to make this vegan, you could use coconut, rice milk, coconut milk, anything like that. So we got to 200. Oh, Cajun cat, you subscribed. Whoop, whoop. I love it. I thought we were up to 210. Or maybe it was 205. I don't remember. Thank you for subscribing. Don't forget, in like Forever Chef, you can't rest. No, I know. It's going to be all right. We can do it. Oh, thank you, Firefly Danny. Welcome. Make sure, oh, we lost a few today? Oh, that's all right. They come back. Make sure anybody that just subscribed, please, I will not be on tomorrow, but I will be on Wednesday morning at 7:30. If you look at my profile page, there's a schedule there, and I have all the events of lives this week. I'll be on Wednesday at 7:30, and on Friday I'll be cooking fish for Lent in my shop with my beautiful crew. And make sure a sub talk. Oh, we should do that. I don't know if I'll get it done this week, but maybe, I don't know when. We'll figure it out, Cheryl. Thank you, JC. Oh, a mod talk. That's tomorrow night. Moderator talk is tomorrow night. I will send the link. I'll probably send it tomorrow morning. And then, oh, what else was I gonna say? Oh, okay, so everything is the organic food movement. Our Greek cookies like sugar cookies. You know, they're really not. These are not. They're made with powdered sugar, and they are very melt in your mouth. They literally melt in your mouth. They're so good. I just try to help, but not Maude. That's okay, Kath. You're wonderful. I love it. I love everybody. Except for those big jerks that show up here and say stupid stuff that annoy me. I don't like them. Everybody else I love. All right, so everything is the organic food movement. We are on YouTube. Let those videos run. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in a year. We have over 600 subscribers on YouTube, and it's free. It doesn't cost anything. And then the recipes. Oh, hi, Cassius King. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing. All you guys have to do, all new subscribers tonight, make sure you send me an email, chefliz@theorganicfoodmovement.com. Can one of my beautiful, oh, it's so nice to see you. I'm on all the time. Cash, make sure you email me and put your name in there. Yep, she's a subscriber already. And make sure can somebody pin my email, please? And then all the new subscribers, just email me there and just match your email to your TikTok name so I know who you are. And I will send out all the recipes. And then join us at the Organic Food Movement community on the Book of Face and YouTube, both free. The YouTube runs all my videos. They're just up there raw. I have no time to edit them or do anything, so you get it the way it is. Thank you, Tyler. And then what else? Oh, the Book of Face. You got to add your email to that. That's the only thing I ask. And then that's got a ton of information. I post on there almost every day, and there's recipes on there. All that stuff is there. And then what else? Oh, I'm not good at this. What is the email again? Chef Liz, L-I-Z, Chef, L-I-Z. And it's the name of what I do here, theorganicfoodmovement.com. And then if you're looking for like products that I use or anything like that, you can find them on my website, theorganicfoodmovement.com, and my kitchen essentials page. And there at the top of the page is a link to get my first cookbook. It's a soup book. I'm so excited about it. It's on the place we all shop. It's the name of a river. And it's got beautiful, beautiful photographs. Every soup is photographed that's in here. There's 28 different soups and I think 8 different stock recipes. There's a couple of stories about my journey to making soups. It's really nice, and it's my first book. So if you're into supporting, and you want something in your hands, this is my first of many cookbooks that'll be coming out in the next year. So the pictures are stunning, aren't they? And they every soup in here has a photo. They're photographed by Jag Studios, Jacqueline Greenberg, who's an incredible photographer. She was just voted, Jag Studios was just voted #1 or top wedding photographer in North America. I mean, she's unbelievable. She travels all over the world and photographs. And she came and photographed my soup book. I'm so honored. So that's it. That's what I got. I'm so excited. Do you know what your next cookbook's going to specialize in? Well, if I can pull it off, it'll be salads. I have to get with Jacqueline, and it's going to take some time. I'd like to, I actually was thinking about sending it to the New York Times, but if I do that, it has to go out 4 months before it's published. So it could take a year. So we'll see. Thank you, Copper Queen. I love you for that. Sweet. So that's what we do here. I know salads are great. I mean, I could fill that book. We have a lot of good, I make a lot of good salads. Beautiful, bright, festive. I'm very excited about doing that. All right, my friends. Another fun night. Back in the kitchen. Woohoo! Have a wonderful night. Rochelle, you're from Canada? I love that. I know, right? Have a wonderful night. I have to rework the book. I can't believe we got past 140,000 likes. I love that. Good night, Alfreda. I know I have to sleep. I feel like I'm banging into a wall. Tell you that I made your cauliflower rice salad with the parsley. I ate it almost every day. I love that. That's so awesome. It has done wonders for my blood sugar. Which one? Wait, gosh. Oh, with the cauliflower rice. That's good. You're not being silly. You're serious, right? It's good for you. I love that. Yeah, I got to get those feet up. Yeah, all right. Thank you, and get some rest. Okay, have a good night. I just love you guys. I will see you Wednesday morning. We're gonna get rid of all this sugar that we ate. So make sure, Cash, you're here 7:30 on Wednesday morning. We're doing all stuff blood sugar. Thank you for my heart. That's so pretty. Thank you, Renee. Did you show the cheesecake? No, the cheesecake's in the oven. I can't open it for an hour. No, 7:30 in the morning, Eastern time. Yes, I have a timer set. I've got 51 minutes left. Oh, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yes, it's like insulin resistance, diabetes. We're gonna kind of talk about all of that. Ooh, 5:30. Can you do it? Just open your eyes and put the phone on. Put TikTok on. Just open your eyes. Set the timer, put TikTok on, and you'll be fine. And, they're on YouTube, too. I'm trying to get them all up so that you guys just have them and you can just play them all day. Yep, 7:30. All right, my friends, have a lovely evening. Thank you for being here tonight.